I'm here because I had an incident at the store today. Someone followed me around on the phone, stating she says she's disabled, but I don't see the disability. On your phone, nobody's saying anything, and you not saying anything. You just keep saying that over and over. Hi, my name is Ashley, and I'm disabled due to oh, I went too far. Uh, SSA code 12.15, trauma and stressor related disorders. I have been able to provide documentation of exposure to violence. I have involuntary re-experiencing of the traumatic event, which include intrusive memories, dreams, or flashbacks. All things that I've talked about on this channel. I have avoidance of external reminders of the event. That's why I had an issue with G. 4, I have disturbance in mood and behavior and increases in arousal and reactivity, for example, exaggerated startles and sleep disturbances. Like nightmares, waking up and feeling like you can't breathe, you know. And extreme limitation of one or marked limitation of 2 of the following areas of mental functioning: understand, remember, or apply information. I'm actually being set up for a behavioral therapy appointment, which is different from regular appointment, because I do have difficulty remembering things, and I also struggle to apply the information, the basic ass information in regards to my mental health. I often feel like I would have the issue is the intellectualizing but not being able to perform. I kind of struggle with that. Obviously, we've all witnessed it. Now, interacting with others is an interesting feat. This area of mental functioning refers to the abilities to relate to and work with supervisors, coworkers, and the public. Examples: cooperating with others, asking for help when needed, handling conflicts with others, stating own point of view, initiating, sustaining conversation, understanding and responding to social cues, responding to requests, suggestions, criticism, correction, and challenges, and keep social interactions free of excessive irritability, sensitivity, argumentative, or suspiciousness. These examples illustrate the nature of this area of mental functioning, and we do not require documentation of all the examples. That was so long. That was so unnecessarily long. Oh my God. And then it took me from where I was at, so now I have to go all the way back to where I was. And there we are. I cannot do all of those things. It's just that simple. You know, half the bus really loves me, the other half does not. Argumentativeness. So you say. It's not really. But I probably could just bite my tongue a little more, you know. 3, concentrate, persist, or maintain pace. I don't know how many videos you've seen me be unable to even focus on my chat and maintain a conversation and remember where I was going with what I was saying, and adapt or manage oneself. I could do like half of that. Look, this area of mental functioning refers to the abilities to regulate emotions, control behavior, and maintain well being in a work setting. Examples include responding to demands, adapting to changes, managing your psychologically based symptoms, distinguishing between acceptable and unacceptable work performance, setting realistic goals, making plans for yourself independently of others, maintaining personal hygiene and attire appropriate for work setting, and being aware of normal hazards and taking appropriate precautions. I could do all that at work. The problem is the burnout. I can do all that at home, but I can't do both. Or your mental disorder is this listing category is serious and persistent. That is, have a medically documented history of existence of the disorder over the period of at least 2 years, and there is evidence of both medical treatment, mental health therapy, psychosocial support, or highly structured settings that is ongoing and that diminishes the symptoms and signs of your mental disorder, or marginal adjustment. That is, you have the minimal capacity to adapt to changes in your environment or to demands that are not already a part of your daily life. And that goes back to me saying, I struggle to do both. I can go to work and I get in the groove, but it's too much to handle to add to what I already have going on. That is why I can't add work right now when I'm trying to do therapy. I have had documentation. They have documentation for 10 years, folks. Well, actually, no. They have documentation all the way back from 2011. Actually, I'm sorry. Nope. 2010. I started with Helen Bird. Okay. That's what they have. And they also know that there's record of me going in childhood, but they don't have those records. But they're aware of them. Okay. Persistent. Following me around the store on your phone. She says she's disabled, but I don't see her disability because it's in the mind. Oh my gosh, you people have to stop. I'm so sick of it. Good Lord. Mm-hmm. I'm one of those people that goes into therapy and they ask you what it is that you want and what's your goal. And my goal is always just to not have all this shit going on. Mm-hmm. Okay. So it's trauma and stressor related disorders. They aren't something that you can completely observe. You have to have a record of being in therapy and talking about what it is that you're struggling with today. You know what I struggled with during oh man, anybody else like struggle not with the weather, okay? Like there's nothing wrong with the weather per se. Like that's not my problem. My problem is doing nothing. And so I did effectively do absolutely nothing really, but still something, right? And literally made me cry. Therapist like, okay now. Cause I went out on Wednesday of last week. I went out. Not like I just went to go get food from the pantry. Didn't really need to, but just in case, you know. never know. If you can get out there, do it, right? So, but I had other things I really wanted to do. Like, excuse me, I had other things that I really wanted to do and I didn't. Oh, see, I'm grown. I don't know how do you get rid of people? I forgot. I learned and then I forgot. He can never come back here again and call me a loser. But I don't know how to like get rid of him. So we'll just do that for now. And that's why we close the chat. Y'all be getting me distracted. And I don't really mind. My cousin called me a loser once. I just talked about you in therapy. Not very much. I didn't touch on you. I don't usually talk about you in therapy. Though I have many things to say about you. I wasn't forced to be with you like I was her. But yeah, you called me a loser. And that's when I decided I was never talking to you again. Because I came through for you a lot. But anyways, this video was about the lady that was following me around in the store today, questioning what my disability was. Following me around, trying to determine exactly what is it that she's struggling with. Because it's all in your head. I'm useless, but not for long. The future. I don't know what it's coming on. I think he says coming on. It's coming on. Natty loves gorillas, and I find that just to be so cute because that's what her dad really likes too. So she picked up something, and they are dope. Yeah. All right, that's it. That's all. Good night.